Yeah, Tesla owns transportation.
Not quite.
Not yet.
But I think they will.
Well, if Elon Musk figures out Hyperloop.
Or a $30,000 car. Right now it's 40. If he can get that price point down to like 28.
I think everyone's buying Teslas.
100%, dude. And then if they start adding more places to charge your car, and the faster that the charging gets, where at one point it'll be as fast as like almost as fast as filling up a tank. If they could ever get it that fast.
Oh, if they could do that, there's no reason to, because it'd be vastly cheaper.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, the Hyperloop thing is crazy. If
that's like the tunnel or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the supersonic tunnel kind of, not train, but something like that. But it would revolutionize travel.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I think right now, because the one right now is that he's trying to do is LA to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it would take like, I mean, less than an hour, I think.
That's crazy.
Which would be, I mean, it'd make travel there and so quick. I mean, people would commute.
Well,
people would live in Las Vegas
right.
and work in LA and have a 45-minute commute to their job in LA from Las Vegas.
Well, and they have like those high-speed motorways in like China. I don't know about Japan.
They have the Autobahn. Yeah, I think I'm surprised that the U.S. hasn't done. It doesn't make as much sense in the U.S., but in like Europe and China and Japan, they have the train systems.
Right.
They go everywhere.
And we do sort of like, we have the subway in New York. We have like.
Well, but they go like long range. Like I can take a train from France to England. Like it's,
even though England's on an island, right?
Yeah, you go. It's under the English Channel.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious.
Wait, so there's a tunnel that goes from France to England under the water.
No, I did that last summer.
Under the water?
Under the water, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why have I never heard about this?
I don't know. That's on you, man.
How would it go under the water? There's like literally it goes down under the water?
Yeah.
That's not real.
You can pull up. You can even like pull your car onto a train that will take your car across the channel. But the only problem with that is those were, I mean, the towns and places, because the trains will even stop at like little tiny towns, especially in England. When I was there, we took trains around, and they'll stop in their train stops in these little tiny towns because they were designed with that in mind. Right now, the U.S. isn't designed with that in mind. Like the major cities can't have a big railway system that goes through. Like you couldn't have one going straight through the middle of New York. But I think that it's hard to retroactively do that. But if you could, I think that would revolutionize travel too.
It'd be cool, dude. There's been, or how about the idea that one day we'll have like rocket ships that can like fly you to the other side of the earth in like 2 hours. Have you heard about that? Like I'm sure you have. I know you have. It's like Elon Musk wants to have people travel by like rocket ship that can go back down to earth. Like you just literally take a rocket ship to like Europe to like Australia.
Oh dang, yeah.
You haven't heard about that?
I haven't heard about that.
This is like a big idea Elon Musk has, even though all of his ideas are big ideas. Like what's that one with like the thing in your brain? Neuralink.
That was crazy when he was on Rogan's podcast and they were talking about that, and Rogan was like, but this isn't like close, like we shouldn't be worried about it. And like, because the premise is that Elon Musk was talking about how long it would be until the need for verbal communication was gone.
Yeah.
Because they'd have, like, you just have things in your head. And Joe Rogan was like, that's far away, though. That's not too close, so we don't need to be worried about it. And he said, oh, Elon, like, how long away, or how far off is that? And Elon says, yeah, it's not really close, probably 5 to 10 years. And Joe Rogan's like, oh my gosh, no way. That's not far away. That's not far away at all. But yeah, there's a bunch of crazy stuff that's coming up soon in the future. The coolest, I've seen ideas for space travel where you get it's basically a big slingshot. So you just you have to fly. It's like a satellite with these long tethers, and the spaceship just has to get up to the tether, and then the rotational energy will flip it up and send it on its way. And what's cool about those is you have a tether here, a small tether that just shoots you to the moon. And then on the moon, since there's not as much gravity, you can have a bigger tether. And then you can do that. And that's something that I've seen Elon Musk talk about too. So who knows? Maybe in 100 years, we're traveling. Like, travel on Earth isn't even a problem. It's how do we travel through the solar system.
Do you believe in all that stuff Elon Musk says?
I don't know how much. I think he's optimistic, for sure. But he's kind of delivered. I mean, I think if you said 15 years ago that we'd have those like Falcon X rockets, where, I mean, did you watch the launch a couple of months ago?
I did.
Where the booster comes down and lands back on a ship? I mean, people would lose their minds. They'd say that's science fiction, like that's straight out of Star Wars. But that just happened 2 months ago. So I do think he's optimistic, but who knows? I would have said he was optimistic about that 10 years ago, and then we just saw it happen in real life.
Well, and just he made a good electric car, which like sort of didn't exist before Tesla.
Yeah,
a good electric car didn't exist.
It was like the Nissan Leaf or something.
Yeah,
and I think.
And the Model S goes 0 to 60 in like 3-point-something seconds.
Well, I think the Model S is down to 2.3 if you have the sport mode. 2 seconds. That's the acceleration of
and the Roadster is going to be
sub 2 seconds, 1.8 seconds to go 0 to 60 miles per hour.
Dude, that's literally,
you'll sneeze and press down on the gas and be going 60 miles an hour all of a sudden. It's crazy. He's done. And I think him breaking through in that sector has opened it up for other companies to say, oh, you know what? If there's a market for electric cars, people want electric cars. So now, even if the Tesla isn't the electric car of the future, maybe
Porsche. Have you seen Porsche's electric car?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing, like, they claim it's fast. It's going to be faster than the Roadster.
Well,
they claim it is.
Yeah, that's cool. But I just mean, I think if Chevy made an electric car that they sold for $20,000.
Yeah, or Ford made the electric Mustang.
Yeah.
Or was it the Mustang or the Charger? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Charger's Dodge. But
just, it opens it up for other companies to start making electric cars.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And I think that's the greatest benefit that Tesla's had, much more than just like kind of making the actual electric cars. It's opening up the market for more electric cars.
Right. I think that's cool. I think Elon Musk is probably one of the, if not the smartest man on earth that I've seen, definitely like smartest celebrity.
At least, public persona. Yeah, for sure.